Hello crafty friends, welcome to day 15 of Die Cut December. Today we're going to use the random number generator to pick a type of die again. So let's see what we get. 71, sequins. So we're going to use some sequin dies. So here are my sequin dies. This die I got from eBay and it's got two different sizes of sequins on it, round ones. And then these dies came from Lawn Fawn, I think, and they all came in the same set. So you've got three sizes of sequin. I've got a circular sequin, a heart sequin, and star sequins. So these are great for adding sprinkles to cards. So on the previous video's card, I added some round gold sequins for a bit of bling. They're also great in shaker cards. You can put them in the shaker element and shake them around. But I think I want to make these a bit of a feature rather than a sprinkling or as a shaker element. So I'm going to work with the Lawn Fawn ones. They do cut slightly better than the others on the big die. So we'll just use these for ease. And I'm going to put these on this rose gold matte cardstock. Hold them all in place with some low-tack post-it tape. Then I'm going to use my Cuttlebug to cut them. But before I cut them, I'm going to emboss them because there's little sequin marks embossed into the dies, and I want to make sure they show up on the final sequins. So I'm going to use my embossing sandwich, which from a Cuttlebug is the thick plate, a cardboard shim, a cutting plate, that's the word I'm looking for, and the rubber mat, and then a cutting plate on top. So hopefully you can see how the shapes have embossed on there, the little lines and the little circle in the middle that make sequins look like sequins. Now I'm going to die cut them. So I can just put that in the cutting sandwich configuration and those should pop out quite nicely. So I've got all my little sequins there and a card blank made from smooth white card and this dotty line embossing folder. And I'm going to emboss this on my card blank. That's come out really well. What I'm going to do before I stick any of my sequins on is load up my brayer with some broken china distress oxide. I've chosen this colour because it's a greeny blue which will complement the rose gold really nicely. And I'm going to carefully run it over my pattern. I'm not bothered if I get some on the background. I want it, I guess, mainly on the little dashed lines, but that's not going to happen with this technique. So I'm going to be happy with a kind of grungy background. Right, I'm happy with that, I think. I might just add a little bit more over this side and down here. So it all hangs together. Yep, that will do. Now I've got my wax tip picker-upper and I'm warming it on the palm of my hand because I find this helps pick up things more easily if it's slightly warm. Can also encourage it into more of a point. I've been using this one for quite a long time, so it's got less of a point on it now. But I do have lots of kind of refills for the wax tip. They come on that kind of screw thing and just go on the top there. And I'm going to take some matte gel medium, put a dot down and then add a sequin. And I'm going to aim for a random-ish, not particularly a regular arrangement. I just want to put them on the dotted line as if they were sort of a garland or shiny sequins on a bit of thread or something. Some of the sequins have still got the bit in the middle where the hole is, but that's okay, I don't mind that. Some of the holes have popped out. And I'm using matte gel medium for my glue because if it squirts out from underneath the sequin, it will dry matte rather than glossy. And that will mean it doesn't show up as much. So with something like this, you can very easily adapt it to any occasion or any kind of celebratory occasion just by changing the colours of the ink and the metallic. So you could make something really Christmassy, or if you know someone's favourite colours, you could use those on a birthday card or some kind of celebration card. Perhaps do a spring colour scheme for an Easter card. And obviously you don't have to use lots of different shape sequins. You could just stick with circles or hearts or what have you. Buttons would work really well for this as well. You could use button dies or actual buttons, whatever floats your boat. Just creating a pattern, really. I often use this embossing folder with insect die cuts like butterflies because I think it looks like the trail of a flying insect. So this is a different use for me. You don't have to just stick to sticking it on the trail if you don't want to. You could stick it anywhere. And if you haven't got this particular embossing folder or an embossing folder like it, you could use a stamp, or you could just draw on your dotty lines or even make them solid. Just swirl on some lines and then stick your sequin dies onto it, or your die cuts rather. So that's all my sequins stuck down now. I'm going to pop a bit of scrap paper over the top and give everything a really good press down. Make sure everything's glued well. So I think that's made a really nice background. Now we need some kind of sentiment and or focal point. And I'm going to cut this heart out of vellum and see what that looks like on the front. So I think that works just fine there. And now I'm going to put a sentiment on top of that. Now I use this sentiment a lot. It says happy birthday, but it's a really nice, big, versatile happy birthday. And I think it would look great on there. But I'm just wondering what colour. I don't really want to do the rose gold because I think it might get lost amongst all the rose gold there already. Same with the broken china. I'm wondering either black, that might be too dark, or Uncharted Mariner, which is kind of a darker version of broken china. So I've got Uncharted Mariner here. I'll put a load on this piece of smooth white card and I'll just blend that out so it doesn't take forever to dry. And I can put the spare bit in my box of backgrounds and bits. I might actually add a little bit of broken china on top. Blend the two together just to bring out the green side of it a bit more. Buff over that with a microfiber cloth as well. Before we die cut, I'll put some double-sided sticky on the back so the sentiment comes out sticky and easier to stick down. Right, let's get this stuck on the heart. I think it might be a bit lost. I think we might need a black one. So you could have a black one, although again, I think it might be too dark. I'm wondering, what about a white one? Yes, could go on and have the blue one as a drop shadow, or maybe the gold. The ones I don't use will go in my sentiment stash for use at a later date. You know, I think that's the way to go. I think the rose gold, I was overthinking it, but that Uncharted Mariner, I think will make a nice drop shadow. I like that. I've got some high-tack white glue here and I'm going to use my glue dotter to put it on the back of the die cut. This will give me a bit of wiggle time to get it in the right place. And I'm going to add some little dots of high-tack white glue behind the sentiment so that it hopefully won't show through the vellum, and there'll be enough anchor points to keep it where it should be. And where shall we put it? We've been putting it up there about a third of the way down. We could put it bang in the middle. I quite like it there. Yeah, the middle is a go. And now I'm wondering about putting a little bit of Uncharted Mariner all the way around the edge. I don't want to go too heavy-handed, so maybe just a tiny little bit with a finger dauber, just around the edge. So having said I didn't want to go too heavy-handed, I think I have put a little bit more than I'd have liked to have put on there. But that's how it goes sometimes. But there we go. I'm pretty pleased with that. As I say, I'd have liked to have put a bit less of the Uncharted Mariner around the outside, but never mind. Right, I hope you liked the card. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you a couple of ideas. If it has, please do let me know in the comments and leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, do subscribe and ring the notification bell. I'll see you back here very soon for another video. In fact, tomorrow for day 16 of Die Cut December. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.